So today I want to talk about some UFC fighters that are hated, okay, by the fans, whether it's for good reason or not, okay? There's a lot of them. All right, I want to discuss why they're hated and the actual legit reasons why they're hated, and maybe even try to defend them and give a take on why they don't deserve all this hate. But we'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling because some of these guys are so hard to defend. It's insane. A lot of these are very obvious, I know, but I feel like the actual reasons a lot of them get hate are a bit misconstrued. So I want to highlight the real reasons why they get hate. Okay, Marab doesn't get hate because he looks like a gremlin or a goblin or whatever. He gets hate for real reasons, okay? He'll be in this video. That's a spoiler alert. But we're going to start with the boy himself, Bo Nickel. Bot Nickel, okay? He was my idea for this video, so he's got to be first. Coming off his win against Paul Craig, where the crowd was literally chanting overrated at him. I don't think I've ever seen something like that happen before with one of these prospects. Like, they don't ever get like stuff like that happening to them. I actually felt bad. That was diabolical, okay? The fans were brutal for that shit. I don't think he really deserved it. I'm gonna be real. So why does Bo Nickel get so much damn hate? And why is he getting so much after coming off of a pretty dominant win? Okay, maybe because it wasn't a dominant win, all right? It was, but the rounds were close, all right? And then you have this guy going on interviews the day after, just being so arrogant, so over. Like, that's why people don't like him. He's arrogant. He's blindly overconfident and just so delusional in the things he says. I used to think it was trolling, but now I don't think it is. I think he's real, which is way worse. That's the way worse outcome in that situation. But at the same time, I don't think he deserves all the hate he gets. But when you're going on interviews saying that the commentators are wrong and your boys, your fishing boys, are no more and they're not being yes men, you know that. Like, that's just next level delusion, man. Come on, what are you even saying? All the commentators said, Bo, was that you're not ready for Hamzat, okay? Who's about to fight for the belt, which, okay, I'm about to explain his hypocrisy right here. This dude is the dumbest hypocrite ever. I don't think he realizes it. So he's complaining that the commentators don't think he's ready for a big step up in competition, aka someone like Hamzat, when he literally has preached himself his whole career, especially recently on Demetrius's podcast as well, highlighting that he's inactive for a reason. It's intentional because he's taking his time with his MMA career since he's very green in it, very new to the MMA space as a former like dominant wrestler who won just like national championships back to back to back or something. I don't know. I don't really follow wrestling like that. But yeah, you're saying you're calling out Hamzat, talking shit, saying you'd beat him, and then at the same time you don't want to fight him yet. You want to go slow and make your way up the rankings slow and gradually. But then when they say you're not ready for him, which is what you preach because you don't want to fight that high up in the rankings yet, you want to take your time, right, Bo? So how the fuck are they in the wrong here? They're literally agreeing with you. He's just so dumb and egotistical to realize it. It's honestly embarrassing to watch this dude he's just straight up talking himself in circles, in one big hypocrite circle. It's so dumb, and this is definitely the biggest reason fans hate him, because he's just an idiot. This arrogance and just overconfidence and, oh, the fans know nothing, all right? I know everything. They know nothing. They could never be right about anything about me. Yeah, good luck getting a fan base like that, bud. And again, claiming that his boys, his fishing boys, his fucking hunting boys, like, dude, what did they say to you? Like, Bo, just relax, man. You won the fight. Let's go eat some berries and hunt some elk, man. We could do some cool stuff like that, man. Let's just fucking go hunt. Yeah, let's do that. Like, dude, your yes men of hunting boys, they don't know shit about MMA. You don't know shit about MMA. Let's be real. You're new here. You say it yourself, but then you preach that you're like you know way more than us. What? Make it make sense. You literally just are contradicting yourself single thing you say. It's honestly a train wreck to watch, and yeah, I'm gonna stop talking about him before I just keep going, because Bo Nickel, you need to do better, kid. I'm gonna be real. But to try to defend him for a quick second, I don't think his performance is that bad, okay? He outdamaged and outstruck Paul Craig pretty, like, clearly. It was pretty clear about, like, dominant win. But it wasn't a dominant win because you were going tit for tap, like, and the rounds were close, you know? You had a fucked up face, Bell. You just did. Like, saying you blocked everything while having a bloodied face the next morning, it just doesn't make any sense. And then the whole wrestling thing. I completely agree with Chael here. For once, I agree with the Chael take. Bro, you're literally that guy. You're the wrestler. How are you going to pussy out of wrestling against Paul Craig? Like, come on. I love saying Paul Craig like that. Bro, how you got scared out of wrestling against a jiu-jitsu nerd? Like, you're fucked in your career in the future if you can't even get yourself to shoot a takedown on someone like Paul Craig because of the slight threat of a submission loss coming your way. Dude, that is such a bad look, and that was just so dumb of him to not wrestle in that fight. He could have wrestled, mixed it in the takedowns at the end of the rounds, so it's less risk. I'm not saying just wrestle the whole fight. Obviously, that's not a good game plan. But he should have mixed it in. That was so dumb of him. All right, moving on to Michael Chandler. Big old Mike. All right, big boy muscle milk Mike. This one's personal, all right? This one is very personal, okay? And no, I don't hate Michael Chandler for the reasons a lot of people do, okay? I don't care if he adopts black children and has an obsession with it. You do you, man. It's a bit weird that you chase down black children to adopt instead of just adopting whichever ones are there. But, I mean, that's just me. But I don't care. Adopt children, give them a lovely life, you know, a happy environment and a home. I don't know how people hate on him for that. It's a bit weird. But holy shit, this dude's inactivity combined with his cheating, blatant cheating in his fights, then combined with his interviews, oh my god, just being in denial and delusional about everything. He's always in the right. He's always winning. He's always making the right decisions. He's never made a wrong decision in his life. And yeah, we're all just haters in his mind. Trying to fucking gaslight us in interviews that he's the one in control of the Conor situation. He's the one who took the W, okay? And Conor took the L. No, bro. You got bitched. You got made to waste half your fucking career you had left in your prime, all right? Even if he's not in his prime anymore. Fuck, he's old as shit. I don't even know. But, yeah, just take the L on that one, bro. Chandler, it's not worth it. And honestly, I wasn't really convinced of the whole fighting dirty fighter narrative with him and the whole Michael Chandler and Dustin Poirier beef, but I have been convinced. I have been fully convinced and shown the light in that Charles Oliveira rematch, okay? This dude is a asshole, bro. He'll poke you in the eye. He'll fucking grab the fence when you're trying to take him down, and then he will smack the back of your head 30 times in a row. And he just won't suffer any repercussions from it. No points, no warnings, no nothing, all right? When Iron Mike's in there, he gets everyone on his side, including the ref, including the judges, including the matchmaking in Dana for giving him layups and super fights. Have this dude fight a fucking contender next, all right? What the hell are we doing giving this dude layups like this? All right, they're not layups, but they're huge names, huge star, high-value names up in the rankings. This dude's best win is Dan Hooker. Like, what are we doing here? He's terrible. He has 2 UFC wins. One of them a losing streak, Tony Ferguson. Like, why does he get the matchups he gets? He loses every single one. He's the best loser in the UFC. I'll give him that. Yeah, after this Charles Oliveira rematch, it's just made me lose so much respect for Chandler. Like, I've never been more mad yelling at my TV than when he almost finished Charles. I was screaming, back of the head. Like, all I could say was, it's back of the head, clearly. What the fuck kind of sport am I watching? Like, it's literally like watching a guy travel in basketball, and all the refs see it, all the fucking fans see it. He traveled across the whole court and dunked, and they just didn't do anything. It's literally, it's worse than that, because back of the head shots can genuinely turn you into a fucking vegetable and kill you, okay? And we've never had a death in MMA. We never really had a crazy, like, we have CT and obviously people get conditions, but we haven't had something crazy like that happen in the ring. That is how it happens, okay? One of the hardest hitting hammer fists of all time. Michael Chandler has some hard-ass hammer fists, just battering Charles' noggin. Like, that was vile. I didn't like watching that at all. And yeah, I'm just sick of the favoritism. I'm sick of the UFC being his best friend, okay? Giving him whatever he wants, letting him sit out 2 years and then come back, keep his ranking spots. I'm just done. I've had enough of Michael Chandler. Can we send him back to Bellator, please? Can we do that? Yeah, I'd like to do that. All right, next I want to talk about Sean O'Malley, okay? Sugar Sean, all right? Now, I've seen a lot of people switch up, okay? I'm not one of them. I like Sean O'Malley, okay? I ain't switching up. But I've seen a lot of people switching up after that Marab loss, all right? He's still a cool fighter, okay? He's still a really exciting fighter. He still could get that belt back, especially with all the favoritism the UFC gives him. I know I just said how I hated Chandler got that, but Chandler's an old fuck who isn't active and doesn't win. So why does he deserve all that? At least Sean O'Malley can actually win and become champ and defend. And yeah, be really exciting to watch no matter who he's fighting, unless it's Marab, obviously. That kind of sucked. But, I'm not going to try to defend him a crazy amount, but I understand why people hate him. He's got that annoying-ass pothead personality. He's never taking anything seriously, always talking in sarcasm, randomly. I try to watch his podcast, I really do, but sometimes I'll just find myself turning it off because he'll just be like, ew, like he'll just make a random ass noise after he'll just end the discussion by making a random ass noise and not taking anything Tim has to say seriously. And I understand why people hate him. Okay, he's a very annoying and annoyingly nonchalant personality where he doesn't really take much seriously other than fighting, which I guess that's a good mindset to have. But I don't know. I get why people hate Sean O'Malley, but I feel like it's a bit of over hating because he's not that bad of a he's not that bad of a guy. Okay, he's terrible at shit talking. He is terrible on the mic, and he's kind of a fucking what's it called an industry plant a UFC plant, whatever. But no. Okay. I think he's really good. I still think he could get that belt back if he just gets a bit stronger and improves his defensive grappling. Could easily get it back. He outboxed Peter Yan, arguably, okay? This dude is getting that belt back one way or another, boys. I do see him, living that party lifestyle a lot. I don't like that, okay? I really do think he's gonna... I'm scared he'll never get back on the wagon, He'll never even have a chance to get that belt back because he's just going to start taking his career less seriously, I feel like. He's in his mind, he's like, I had my run. I had it. It was fun. Do I really want to work and try my hardest to get back to the top? It's a lot of work, man. It's a lot of stress. It's a lot of grind. And I don't know if he's going to want to do all that. We'll see. I didn't really have much to say on this guy. I'm going to be real, but I like Sean O'Malley. I know he gets so much hate, and I get it. His fan base is annoying as fuck. It's little kids smoking pot, being annoying, but sometimes we just gotta look past the fan bases, okay, and not let them define the fighters. All right. So yeah, I like Sean O'Malley. I don't hate him. I see a lot of people switch up after the Marab fight. He was never good, shitty champion. At least he defended, man. At least he defended. Even if the defense was kind of cherry-picked bullshit. At least he defended. All right, let's move on. Moving on, we got Bilal Muhammad. You thought I was going to say Marab. I'm going to save him for last, okay? But obviously, Bilal Muhammad's got to be here. Bilal Muhammad. Remember the fucking name, all right? I remembered it, okay? I don't understand the Bilal hate, okay? And I have a really good take here to say. I have a really good-ass take, boys. That Charles Oliveira fight, it was literally 90 or 80% control time. Charles wasn't able to land much damage. The first round was literally just control time with Chandler holding onto his leg. And I'm not blaming Charles for this. I'm not calling Charles boring. Obviously, it was to do with Chandler just grabbing on and squeezing and just not even doing anything, just making sure he didn't get subbed. But if Bilal put on that fucking performance, everyone would be shitting on him. And everyone's calling that fight insanely good. It was a banger. It was a war. It really wasn't, okay? It was a lot of just control time and stalling from both men. Let's be real about that fight. Bilal Muhammad, okay? I know he just pulled out of a fight. Everyone's pissed off. You're meant to be active to make up for your boringness. Now you can't do that. He got a toe infection, rip. But Bilal is not that boring. if you don't like Leon getting thrown on his head, not being able to do a damn thing about it, being made to look like a damn fool, just completely unable to do a damn thing about his game plan that he's implementing, then you're just not ready to watch. You just don't like the sport then. You don't like the sport. Because what Bilal does is the same fucking thing Khabib did, except with a few more elbows, and he'd usually get more subs, okay? I mean, that's probably a bad argument, but I mean, what if Shavkat doesn't get his sub against Wonderboy? That fight is terrible. He's a fucking boring decision merchant if he doesn't sub Wonderboy, okay? I'm sick of the Bilal hate. He's a very good champion. He's going to continue to be a champion, and he's going to continue to defend, all right? He's going to beat Shavkat. No, he's not. He's going to lose to Shavkat. I feel like a big part of the reason Bilal gets so much hate is just because he's ugly. Like, bro, ugly motherfuckers understand, all right? I'm an ugly motherfucker. You probably are too. When you're a little ugly, you're not like a 10 or 9, and you're a little ugly, you know, like medium ugly. You just get disrespected more than often not, you know? You just get disrespected for no damn reason, bruh. And Bilal being ugly, having a bit of a deformed eye from Leon poking it, almost making him go blind, you know? Alright, I'm fucking around here, but it's true. It's just the truth. So many people make fun of him for being ugly. He's not that ugly, alright? Chill, alright? But he's a little ugly, so people like making fun of him for that. I feel like that's a big part of it. I genuinely believe that. I feel like the same for Merab. The casuals just see that ugly face, and they're like, ugh, this is the champion of this division? What the fuck? Like, come on. Speak of the devil, Merab Dvalishvili. Dvalishvili. He gets pissed when people don't say that right. Did I say it right, Merab? Dvalishvili. Dvalishvili. Okay, yeah. Merab. The current bantamweight champion of the world. The whole entire world, man. Kidding me? Y'all couldn't beat this guy? Oh, fuck. I don't know. I don't know what to do about bantamweight anymore, man. It's just so fucked with him as champion. But why does Merab get hate? It's because he's boring. His style's terrible. He's ugly. That's also another reason. But no, his style's terrible. And I can't believe some fans genuinely try to convince themselves they like it. I'm pretty sure it's just a way to hate on O'Malley so they can be a fan of Merab and be like, yeah, fuck you. You got fucked by Merab's Marauder style, man. You just can't handle it. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. I don't want to hear that, all right? You know that's not true. You know Merab's not fun to watch. Stop pretending he is. And also, we got to talk about his ducking. You know, he's got a bit of a John Jones problem. And I'm not going to include John Jones on this list. I've talked about him too much the past couple of weeks. I'm just not doing it. He's not hated enough by a majority of the fans. We don't hate John Jones, all right? We just want you to fight Aspinall, okay? That's all. But, yeah, Merab is a duck. He's ducking Umar. Now, whether I think Umar deserves a title shot is not important, all right? The UFC has made it clear that's what they want to do. Now you've got them scrambling, making him versus Song Yadong as a main event, and then canceling it like a couple days later. Maybe it was never even confirmed or real at all. Who knows? But it just seems like he's making the whole UFC scramble and just destroying the whole division already. You know, he's had the belt for like 2 or 3 months, not even. This dude just fucking everything up instantly, you know? He destroyed the Ilya versus Sean O'Malley fight, which I didn't want to see that fight. I'm going to be real. Ilya would kill that motherfucker. He would murder him, okay? I've always thought that. I always will. Sean O'Malley will never beat Ilya Taporia. That will never happen. And yeah, I feel like it's just kind of similar to Bilal. He doesn't get finishes, so people call him boring, you know? And this time I actually agree. Merab is boring, okay? I'll admit, okay? There's something fun about watching him destroy Peter Yan and just make him, like, literally crying in there, basically. Just looking around, breathing heavy, huffing and puffing, not being able to get up, not being able to let his hands go because he can't get off his back, you know? It may be smudgy, it may be boring to watch, but he is impressive. It is impressive what he's been able to do to all these UFC fighters, you know. It's crazy. He's the champ. It's crazy. I hope he's not on EPO, because then it really just, dude, that would be one of the biggest catastrophes in UFC history. The guy who literally is only good because of his gas tank was on EPO. That would suck, okay? That would be a big travesty to the UFC's history, because he just fucked up bantamweight then, if that's the truth. He fucked it up anyway, but if he's cheating, then that really fucked it up, okay? But yeah, I don't want to talk about Merab anymore. He's too ugly. But stop ducking Umar and just fight him, okay? Doesn't matter what the UFC, no, it does matter what the UFC wants. If they want you to fight Umar, no matter what, I don't think he should be next, but he's next. They've made it clear. He was at the fucking fight in the crowd, okay? He wants next. The UFC wants him next. Just fight him and get it over with. Why are you ducking? If you're so confident as champion, then you can beat everybody. Just fight him, okay? And then move on to the next guy. You know, he's losing to Umar, though. All right, boys, that's the whole video. Just want to talk about some of these fighters, especially Bo Nickel, man. I felt bad. I had to defend him a little bit and give the reasons he's getting hate because, yeah, it's rough out here. You know, I don't blame UFC fighters for hating us. We're pieces of shit. I'm gonna be real. The fans are pieces of shit. You're a piece of shit. I am too. But that's why the sport's amazing, okay? We should be able to talk about these fighters however we want. Stop over-respecting them because they do not respect you. I'll see you guys in the next one.